to Korg Sigma. It's very weird. I think it's starting to get a cult following kind of thing, but yeah, definitely an oddball. Alec Ball does a video that's going to be much better than this one that explains its history and all that stuff. But yeah, no one's gone through these. Like if you're thinking about buying one, I've never seen a video that goes through what each tone is and what the knob does. So when I was thinking about buying one of these, I actually was like zooming in on photos and examining it. So maybe this will help you. So yeah, two sides, both just preset tones. You could stack any, use them all in any, any combination. Filter stuff is like down here. Lots of cool, like playing stuff like aftertouch and vibrato with a delay on it, stuff like that. But let's just first go through the two banks of sounds here. So the Syntha side, this stuff actually goes through this Korg filter down here, which is the same as the MS-10, MS-20 filter. One way is low pass, the other way is high pass. This side does not. Only these sounds go through that filter. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because I think it's kind of... So this is a really strange 70s Korg that does not have the usual controls like ADSR, envelope generators, LFOs, that you could send to the filter and stuff. It's lacking all of that, which is why people there's a lot of shit talk about this one because of that. It's like, oh, it's just a preset. It's so limited, blah, blah, blah. But I just think it's odd because you can kind of see in the camera, there's a Maxi Korg over here, almost as weird and limited. There's no ADSR in the Maxi Korg. There's no sending an LFO to the filter and stuff like that on the Maxi Korg. Also very weird. Although this can stack a bunch of tones and that can't. That just has one top sound, one bottom sound. So both very strange and cut a lot of the usual stuff out, but both very unique. They also... I was going to just do a straight comparison video because of that, but they sound totally different. Maxi Korg is 75. This one is 79, I think. But, yeah. If you want to hear Maxi Korg. That's what Maxi Korg sounds like. But anyways, so yeah, we got a ring mod and noise. I'm not going to start with the ring mod. Oh, also in that little intro, I am actually sending a LFO to the filter with the help of this Kenton. So yeah, if you do that, you can do that. Also, this thing works great with a Kenton Pro Solo. So, I mean, I'm not doing it now, but yeah, easy scaling and tuning. And yeah, these also add an LFO, so you can have an LFO on the filter. So I love these things. I have like 7 or 8 of them in the studio. Okay, so you got filter. The one knob, or noise, the one knob you have for noise is just an attack and release knob. One knob for both, which is kind of annoying, but it's something. So yeah, you want percussive sound. And then So you can get a real long attack on there, but then it will also have a very long release. But yeah, you can add that to whatever other tone. And you can see like, yeah, I'm going to turn off the aftertouch so I stop making gross pitch bends. It sounds great. It's got a great oscillator sound. And there is an octave up or down over here. So, I mean, you can pitch shift all of these. Plus, if you have a Kenton, I mean, you can go way lower or higher. So any one of these sounds you can really make lower or higher. Anyways. It's an ugly sound up there. I hate sounds up there. But that's nice. So yeah, the 32 sawtooth, your one knob you get is also attack release. Very nice sounding. Your next sound is a 16-foot that adds a sample and hold LFO to the filter. And your one knob controls the rate. So on that little intro crap that I was doing, it was I had the sample and hold on, and I had a sawtooth LFO from the Kenton, so that's why there's a lot of modulation on the filter going on there. Your next is a 16-foot square with attack release again. So since you have those different attack releases, you know, you could have one sound come in right away and then another one kind of follow it. Those are blending a little much, so you probably can't hear that very well. Probably can't hear it better with a higher pitch. We'll get to that. 8-foot sawtooth. Like I said, you can drop that. Ugh, high pitches. Again with attack release. So this side mostly it's envelope stuff other than the sample and hold. This side will have some different stuff. Then you got an 8-foot square with just a decay knob. Oh, so you can add a little percussive sound here, like say. You know, so you could do stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And the decay knob. So yeah, 8-foot square with another attack and release knob. And then finally, a 4-foot sawtooth with just decay. So more little percussive. And again, all this stuff is through the filter. So you can, plenty of shaping your sound. Very unique sound. Moving on to the instrument side, none of this goes through the filter. See, filter does nothing. Which at first I was very disappointed with, but it's also kind of nice that you could have these filter sweeps but keep some wide open tone on top of it, if that makes any sense. So the first instrument, nice 32-foot electric bass. With its own filter cutoff. And you can hear there's also a little built-in envelope on it, which you can adjust, but oh well. And the filter cutoff doesn't have a huge range, unfortunately. It doesn't go all the way open, all the way closed. Another little bit of a disappointment there. Next one is a 32-foot tuba. Also with its own filter cutoff. This one seems to have a bit more range. And it also has its own envelope on there. But those two combined, I think make a really nice bass sound. Anyway, 16-foot clav. And this knob is for the pulse width. So, I mean, you could do manual pulse width kind of stuff. Yep. The next one is called a 16-foot fuzz guitar, and it's got a tone knob. I don't like this one on its own, but I usually like putting it in a mix of stuff. Next one is your 16-foot horn with its own filter cutoff. Little brassy sound. Nice sound, nice filter. Next one is an 8-foot trumpet with its own filter cutoff. Again, it's got that built-in envelope. Sounds very nice. 8-foot clarinet with a tone knob. Sounds very nice. 8-foot double reed with a tone knob. An 8-foot string with just an attack knob. There's a option over here for how it triggers, if it's going to re-trigger the envelopes or not. So that's also nice. But yeah, I like that string sound. 14-foot flute with a tone. Okay. And then the last one on this side is a 4-foot hammered percussion. So another little. Pretty cool sound, actually. And that one, you get to control the delay. Oops, tried playing it polyphonically because I'm an idiot. That's a really nice classic sound, actually. I feel like that, if you're into those late 60s super weird experimental electronic albums, or even Kraftwerk. It's a very background Kraftwerk-y sound. So those are all the tones of what you know. One big thing that I don't like is, it would be really nice if each one had a volume so you could blend them how you want. The only thing I could think of that is like that is the Roland SH3 has all the different octaves that you can add and stack up. But those, you can actually adjust the volume, so you could really tweak the sound you're going for. It's pretty awesome. This is very similar to the Yamaha CS15D, not the CS15, the 15D, which was, also 2 banks of presets that you could stack. Personally, I think this sounds way better than the Yamaha, but yeah. So, the ring mod, which is actually cross mod, takes the two and its one knob is the pitch, the tune of the synthesizer, and this will make totally different sounds depending what you have selected and how the knobs are and the pitch of this. So this is the coolest part of this. This is one of the best sounding cross mods I've ever heard. One thing I like to do is have the keyboard sensor, which is the aftertouch, control the pitch of this, so that way you can just make some real craziness just like that. Also, there's also a tune knob for the synth section over here. So, I mean... So yeah, I think it's very unique and it's pretty awesome. If you go at it hoping to use it like your other synthesizers, you're going to be annoyed and you're probably not going to like it. But if you take it as its own thing, it is a lovely, well, it's a really lovely noisemaker, but you can also get very classic tones out of this thing. They're very rare in the US, less than 2,000 made. They're all numbered. Mine is number 183. Pretty cool. Early production. It looks great. This thing looks almost brand new other than a couple little nicks. It's like between half and a third price of what a maxi Korg goes for. And like I said, that sounds nothing like that. They seem similar to me because of their weird limitations and totally bizarre designs. But does it deserve to be that cheap? I don't know. I mean, this is a really cheap, cool vintage synth, I think. I mean, this one, what did maybe 1,200 or something? This one is in beautiful shape. But yeah, they are hard to find here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I didn't think I was going to keep it when I bought it. This is just sort of a Christmas present for me kind of deal because I've never owned one of these and I want to try it out for myself. But then again, like the idea of like sending sequences into this thing and the extra LFO, you can also hook up like a foot pedal back there, like a CV foot pedal. And then just like playing with this stuff while it goes. I think this is a very fun and different synth. And when so many synthesizers, especially all the new ones, are so goddamn the same, it's kind of refreshing to have something totally different that makes you just approach things differently. I don't know. I like the unique ones more. And once again, I think this sounds way better than anything new. Since new synthesizers seem to be getting smaller, do less, and they still don't sound nearly as good as this stuff. And the prices keep going up. So to me, vintage synths seem cooler than ever. Also, a lot of them have kind of dipped in price. So that's my 2 cents. And I don't get anything out of it. I paid with this for my own money. So don't think I'm some synthfluencer getting something out of this. Also, what would I get out of it? I shit talk new synths. It's not like anyone gives me anything. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Bye.